here's Brody Brazil.
If you were wondering whether I was expecting to make this many Pittsburgh Pirates videos lately, certainly the answer is no, I was not. But this baseball team continues to step on its toes, and in the case of this topic, step in a pile of, something. Now, fans being upset on opening day, that's understandable with the lack of winning by this team and what they accuse the team of, a lack of trying in recent years. All of that pretty straightforward. But then over the weekend, the Roberto Clemente tribute sign scandal. Fans noticed that it was removed from the right field wall and replaced with an ad. And the team initially said, all right, it was only temporary. We didn't mean for this to be permanent. Sorry. That's just the way it's going to go. Then they faced some more external pressure. Then they said, actually, you know what? We'll put the Clemente 21 sign back up there in right field. So there was that. And now there's this. The Bucko Bricks program, which started, like 25 years ago when they were building PNC Park. You donate $100, $150, something like that, and you get your name or message or tribute or whatever engraved on a brick that goes out front of PNC Park for as long as it's standing, we think, right? I mean, that's the point of this. A brick should last a while, and you can go back and visit your brick. You can celebrate your brick. Maybe it's a real special tribute. Maybe it's just for fun, but whatever the reason, a lot of fans do this at baseball stadiums when they get built, or even Disneyland and California Adventure. I was recently there. Bunch of bricks. You donate some money, you help fund the construction, and you get your name or message or whatever on a brick. Just one problem, though. Fans showed up this year, and they noticed the bricks were gone. It's just a bunch of concrete now. Watch this.
After months of frustrated fans asking KDKA, where's my Bucko brick? Tonight we can now tell you those bricks that line the sidewalks outside PNC Park, in many cases honoring family members, have been found. Thanks for joining us at 6. I'm Ken Rice.
And I'm Kim Gable. In a story you'll see only on KDKA, our Chris Hoffman learned today it looks like those bricks are gone for good.
Yikes.
Pictures and videos sent to us show those Bucko bricks being brought to facilities like this one in Reserve Township, where building material is brought to be recycled.
Yeah, now that's not the exact end of the story. We'll get there in just a second. But those bricks that were most recently in front of the stadium, that is true. They've been removed. They're gone. They are, in fact, being recycled. But that's not the entirety of the story, but that also doesn't mean that all of this is okay and better. KDKA, that was the television station. Here's their report online. According to the Pirates, this is the third iteration of the bricks, the Bucko Bricks. So there was a Gen 1, a Gen 2, and they just took out the third generation of bricks? Did anybody ever notice them doing this before? And 3 rounds of bricks in 25 years? Anyway. They've been replaced before as they break down due to weather and foot traffic. Okay, well, that's a reasonable explanation. The team said it's aware of the bricks' sentimental meaning to fans. Also, they paid for this, by the way. They plan on developing a new display for the messages and names. I mean, shouldn't it just be the same exact thing? I hope. They knew where every brick was and what the messages were. I hope this has all been detailed and recorded so it can be recreated to perfection. But right, if you've done this before 2 times and this is the 3rd time, maybe you're doing it right. You should have this down, right? You're not going to do something different with the bricks, are you? Here's what the Pirates said in a statement. When we laid these bricks outside of PNC Park nearly 25 years ago, well, wait, not these. Right? There was 2 other iterations. We invited our fans to join us in building our future on the North Shore together. Through the years, a host of environmental factors, including weather and foot traffic, have led to significant damage, leading to multiple full-scale replacements. Okay, so they're admitting that they've removed all these bricks before and put all new bricks back in multiple times over. This cycle of deterioration prompted our organization to look for a better way to preserve these cherished messages over the long term. All right, well, I like that, but if people bought into a brick in the ground, that's what they bought into, and if you're going to try and do something different here, like put all the messages on a video screen or some other type of display. I'm not sure that's what they signed up for. And I can tell you, the San Francisco Giants recently went through something very similar. They had to do construction. They had to move some bricks. They thought about replacing the bricks and their messages with a kiosk that displayed the brick and the message. You walk up to it, you tell it your name, and it puts your brick up there for a second. That's not the same now, is it? And the Giants realized it. They made it right. They put all those bricks back in on the other side of McCovey Cove, I want to say, with the Willie McCovey statue. And so they made it right. They realized, they heard very quickly, this is not the right way to do it. I'm hoping the Pirates are aware of what the Giants have already gone through and what is the right way to go about this. We respect, appreciate, and understand just how meaningful these messages are. We share in that feeling. We've been actively planning to develop and unveil a more permanent display than bricks on the ground? More permanent display for these special messages to honor the enduring support that our fans shared then and continue to share in our future. We look forward to sharing those details soon in celebration of our 25th season. But I'm just saying, if you do it any other way, that's not what people signed up for. It almost has to be better, and I don't know what you're going to do that will be better. Right? So this is a long, drawn-out mess. This is like mess number 3 within the last week alone for the Pirates, let alone their struggles on the field, let alone some attendance I've seen. Not numbers, not the paid attendance or the announced attendance, like the actual photos of how many people have been going to games. It's not good at PNC Park. Here are my takeaways. There's only a couple of them here. Do bricks only last 8 years typically? Is there a difference between the type of brick that they're using and other bricks, or is it the weather? Is it the snow and maybe the humidity in the summertime? What is it that is breaking these bricks down so quickly? Because I'm pretty sure I was just in Disneyland at California Adventure right out front, and there were bricks from about the same time frame, like early 2000s. And they're still there, I think. Now, I don't know if they were the original versions, but maybe somebody in masonry can help me out here. Like, am I way off in thinking that it's crazy bricks only last 8 years? Because if they're on iteration number 3, then that's 8, 16, 24 years. So that was the 3rd iteration. That's mind-blowing to me. Don't you do bricks because it is kind of permanent, because they should last 50 years? And you know what? If they go 50 years, all right, you want to replace them and do it over the summer, or actually, you'd have to do it over the winter, right, for PNC Park. Do it during the off-season, fine. Do that project, let everybody know, no big deal. And if this is true, if they really are just going to take all these bricks out and then put them back in, then that's not the end of the world at all. I am a little worried that they have done this and put them back before, nobody ever noticed, and this time they took them out and didn't put them back in, and people noticed, right? So this time around seems different. If true, if they are putting them back, right, no big deal. We'll wait 6 months. Well, even if it's missing out this entire season, no problem. You get it done whenever you can. You want to make them look nice? Okay, that's fine. But how about some transparency here? Like, even a small sign, because you shouldn't let people cause a stink about this and take it to the media before you can just explain it yourself in 2 sentences. Hey, the bricks we had here were getting a little bit old. We're replacing them. They'll be put back by July. Enjoy your day. There you go. I just fixed the problem without a TV station covering this, without Brody Brazil doing a video on this. My point is, if you just would have been transparent from the start, like, the controversy happened because there was no immediate instant answer that I'm aware of. Right now, if there was an email sent out by the Pirates and everybody missed it, then that's on them. But I'm tending to think here that there may not have been any communication. And yes, this is another incident that just doesn't help, right? And the Pirates are not flat out saying it will be replaced identically as before. You'll never even know that this happened. They're not saying that. They're saying we're going to figure something else out. Maybe they're tired of replacing the bricks over and over. Now, I would understand that. And I don't know if it's the most environmentally sane thing to do to keep replacing these bricks, but would you have to replace them anyway? Every 8 years anyway? Does the engraving make a difference? You know what I'm saying? It just seems a little bit weird. Bricks should last I think, a little bit longer than that, even with all the foot traffic. All of this is simply another incident that doesn't help. The Clemente thing, the booing thing, the sell the team chants, the planes flying overhead with banners and messages to prompt the owner, Mr. Nutting, to sell the team. Like, there is just so much going on already. This season is like a week and a couple days old, and there's already been like 3 big-time incidents with the Pirates and fans, and maybe misunderstandings, but also a lot of tension and a lot of questions that take some explaining like this. Anyway, long story short, we'll see where this goes. Like, I don't think this is a done deal, a closed chapter yet at all. We'll keep an eye on this. What's going to happen to these bricks? Like, what's the message to fans there? How does this go? How's this going to get resolved so that, most everybody is satisfied? If you just replace the bricks, who couldn't be satisfied? Everybody would be. But if you try and do something else, you are probably not going to satisfy everybody. All right, that's the end of this video. Thumbs up down below. I appreciate that. Helps me, this video, this channel. One more thing, go down there, hit that subscribe button. That way I can definitely see you back here next time.